Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Rosalin Ashofa. Today we will present our research titled Competency-Based Training Analysis in Increasing Self-Efficacy and Self-Confidence Indonesian Migrant Worker in South Korea, study on workers of fishery and marine sector. With the writer Sri Suwarsi, Alia Rosalin Ashofa, Nindya Saraswati, Muhammad Rizky, Muhammad Rafi Adar, Bella Denisha, and Cahya Dika Prasetyo. We will present in Bandung Annual International Conference 2023. In the era of global economic growth and the sophistication of technology and information, Indonesia still has limited employment opportunities that allow people to seek work in the other countries, and every year the number continues to increase, according to Darujati 2021. One way of the government to reduce the unemployment rate is by sending migrant workers to other countries. Even so, there are often cases of migrant worker in placement countries that often become national and international problems. According to the National Board of the Placement and Protection of Migrant Worker or BP2PMI on February 2023, outlined that the majority of problematic migrant worker complaints came from the placement in Saudi Arabia. The imbalance between the number of jobs in the country and the existing labor force caused many migrant workers to choose to migrate and work abroad to meet economic demands and pressure, even though they do not have expertise, abilities, and skills. Migrant workers need to improve their working standard to be able to compete in the foreign labor market, according to Khalid and Safira 2022. Some research conducted by researchers related to this problem in the fishery sector, that is, training technique before departure, certainly need to be carefully prepared in addition to competency preparation in the field of fisheries and marine affairs. It is also necessary to prepare in the field of mental development of migrant workers so that they can compete and work in foreign countries with confidence and enthusiasm. When a worker has good self-efficacy and good self-confidence, of course, this will be able to support work in all situations. According to Bandura 2012, self-efficacy is individual's belief in his or her ability to self-regulate, complete a task, achieve a goal, and produce something and take action to achieve goals. While according to RAIS 2022, self-confidence is defined as a positive attitude for everyone that shows his or her ability to develop a positive assessment of themselves, the environment, or the situation that they face. This is the problem found in the fisheries sectors among migrant workers based on interview with the head of SPPI Korea Selatan. First, there are unclear working hours, and second, there is a high work accidents, and third, there are conflict among coworkers, difficult to adapt, lack of technical skill, and fast culture in the South Korea. More than 30,000 migrant workers from Indonesia in South Korea, according to Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Seoul 2022, and they are working in the fisheries sectors. Next, we'll present by Mrs. Nindya.
So this research is a survey research with collection data in 1 to 2 months. The collection data method consists of questionnaires, interview, and direct field observations. And as for the population for this research are prospective migrant workers in the South Korean fisheries and maritime sector. For the sampling, there are 40 respondents who had taken competency training, passed the requirements, and also had been placed in the company at least 3 months into South Korea. As for the data analysis method, we use this descriptive and statistical data analysis in the form of average analysis and through a continuum line. This is the research design. There are 3 research objectives. As for the first one, type of research is descriptive with the observation, questionnaire, interview, and the unit of analysis is Maritime Training Center. With the observation unit is prospective migrant worker in the fisheries and maritime sectors who will work in South Korea. As for the time horizon, all of those 3 objectives using one shot cross-sectional. As for the result, as you can see here that most of the respondents are males, less than 25 years old, and they have been working as migrant workers in South Korea for 1 to 3 years. So most of them are like more than 30% working as a migrant worker in South Korea around 1 to 3 years. This is the recapitulation of competency-based training research results. So there are 3 dimensions. There are 4 dimensions: social competency unit, technical competency unit, managerial competency unit, and appreciation of opportunity. All of the scores, we can conclude that all of them are in moderate. If we put it in the continuum line, we can see here as the variable measurement result of the competency-based training implementation. It is located in the moderate section. And the second one is the self-efficacy measurement research result. So as for these variables, we can see here that the percentage is 86.43, meaning that this is very high. If we put it in the continuum line, let's put it in the very high section. So the level of self-efficacy of Indonesian migrant workers in the fisheries and marine sector is in very high category. Next to the self-confidence measurement result, in this section, the level of self-confidence of Indonesian migrant workers in the fisheries and marine sector is classified as high with the 78.11%. So we can conclude that based on the research that has been conducted, the implementation of competency-based training by training institutions preparing migrant workers in the fisheries and marine sectors in improving social competency units consisting attitude, knowledge formation is high. And when reviewing the level of self-efficacy of fisheries and marine sectors, the dimension from the level, generality, and strength are very in high category, while the level of the self-confidence possessed by migrant workers in the fisheries and marine sector in South Korea can be classified as high or good. So this finding related to the lack of the specific skill that are related in the field of technical competence in the form of rigging training and swimming and diving skills. So then we can say that it is necessary to emphasize the addition of flight hours before living with these skills by means of independent training or in groups. Additional training hours are recommended. While the findings are still lacking in the aspect of utilization of opportunities, although not a unit of competency. However, utilizing existing opportunities is a way to increase success in the future because working is not only looking for money, but also looking for higher opportunities for a better future when you return to your home country. These are the references for this research. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.